And I am off to explore and not die to all the monsters that keep spawning. Dead end that way. Nothing behind me. Only one way to go and get myself killed. Is it writing on the wall or is it just texture? Nothing back that way. I feel like that's gonna be a trap. Nothing. Oh god, there's more of them. Ow. Owie. Check my health. Oh, my health's fine. I'll still use a herb just in case. Okay. I don't think there's more of them coming. They always come out behind me. Never in front of me. Yeah, I've reloaded. I'm using all this machine gun ammo. Well, I suppose it's better than using the remote bombs, which will be like one-hit kills on most things. That's a dead end. I have to push this. Shove. There we go. Let out the big monsters, no doubt. Not the band. No doubt aren't big monsters. They just make good music. Step over all the logs. Oh god, 2 dark tunnels. Oh no, there's a light tunnel and a dark tunnel. I want to see what's down the dark tunnel though, because there might be good things. Or there might also just be an invisible wall. That's annoying. At least it wasn't a trap. Okay. I am ready for a load of monsters at the same time. Will that get their attention? Apparently not. There's nothing coming up behind me. It's saved though, so that's good. Okay. I can either go upstairs or explore down here first. So I'm going down here first. Although, what's up there? Looks like there might be collectibles. Or just useful items. Ooh, or a door. No, I want the knife. Yep. Explosive boxes are back. I'm using the herbs first because then I'm not wasting the first aid meds, which I'm mapped to a button. Oh? Oh? Have I found Lucas's room? Friday, Jan 16th, 2015. Thanks to you guys. It's been about a week since my head's been clear and back to normal, and she still thinks she's got me. You guys really need to work on fixing that. Not only does she look like a little kid, but she's about as stupid as one too. Mum and Dad are still totally under though. I was wondering, is this whole family obsession something you guys programmed into her? It's kinda fucked up. That bitch Mia is still somewhere in between Evie La La Land and reality. She gets pretty violent, so I locked her up in a cell. I thought maybe Evelyn would get mad since Mia's her favourite and all, but she doesn't seem to care. She actually goes and visits her sometimes. She thinks Mia's her mommy. Like I said, your bioweapon is fucked up. Evelyn's family obsession is getting out of hand. She's making everyone kidnap more and more assholes off the street to add to her freak show of a family. Maybe she's getting tired of Mia not coming around, but it's a pain in the ass for me because I gotta clean up the mess whenever someone new comes along. By the way, Evie's looking sick or something. Her skin is getting all wrinkly and she's getting grey hairs. Is that supposed to happen? It's almost like she's getting old all of a sudden. So is Lucas not actually infected? Herbs, goody. Lucas managed to make Evie think he was infected when he wasn't. Is Evie really that gullible? Steroids. That's why you search for things. Ah, nice. Very helpful. Okay, I don't think there's anything else around here. But there might... I don't want to go through there yet. I want to see what was downstairs. I mean, there could be something useful over there. In that crate. There could also just be a trap, but I'm willing to risk it. Items are invaluable. There's mold up there. Yes! It was worth the risk. I thought I heard something over there. But I guess not. Let's load in these. I must look pretty badass right now, just carrying around like a machine gun and a shotgun and a handgun on my person. Okay. Open the door. Be scared because there's lots of places I can't see around. There's going to be mold monsters in here. So as Lucas just seems to have like a whole secret base in here. I'm going to read that after I've cleared the room. Because I don't know if there's going to be any monsters. And I don't trust this place. Okay, I'm not touching that. Because that looks like a trap to me. So I want to check everywhere else first. Okay. I hope you're ready for some reading. Going to be lots of reading in this room. What else is there? 5 minutes after dose, vomiting. E-necrotoxin, E-series dosage test. 12 minutes after dose, cell calcification. 10 minutes after dose, death. Wait, so is this not Lucas's room? This doesn't seem to be. Like, there was tons of people in that picture. Okay, let's read some of the stuff. This report details the symptoms that appear when the bacterium that grows inside of the E-series infects a human. Be sure to read this document thoroughly before dealing with the E-series weaponized assets, hereafter referred to as mold. Initial infection. The mold ingests nutrients from the subject's body to propagate itself and slowly takes over cells within the body. As a side effect of this, the infected subject gains remarkable regenerative abilities, like Jack where he just grows back a hand or whatever. During experiments, we removed arms and legs from test subjects and found that they were able to co-opt the amputated limbs in a matter of minutes. What does co-opt mean? Once the mold reaches the brain, the subject's thoughts become in tune with those of the E-series asset. The subject starts to hear things and experience hallucinations, and soon comes under complete control of the E-series asset. If this state continues, the host will lose all sense of ego. Complete infection. After every cell in the body has been taken over by the mold, the subject begins to lose their human form. Physical mutations differ from case to case, but all result in him or her acquiring incredible physical strength. Containing a subject at this stage would be extremely difficult. So that was Jack when he was completely infected. Okay. And I've read those. Let's read this. 7 pages with redacted info. This project was instigated in 2000 as one of several concepts for the company's NEXBAS, Next Generation Experimental Battlefield Superiority Initiative. Weapon. It's just use a weapon. Working with technical assistance from HCF, no idea what that is, to develop a bioweapon for neutralizing combatants en masse with minimal direct contact. NEXBAS was later folded, and all its assets diverted to this project. What makes this project markedly different from conventional weapons is its ability to turn enemy combatants into allies, converting hostile elements into willing servants. Since this effectively eliminates the costs of not only POW handling, don't know what that means, but also combat itself, it's no wonder we had the blank and even blanks blank organisation chomping at the bit to get on board. The project would never have existed were it not for the discovery in blank of blank, the remarkably progressed vicariant evolution fungus that we commonly term the mutamacete. I have no idea how to pronounce that. Mutamacete. The fabrication method for each bioweapon was to introduce the mutamacete genome to a pre-stage 4 human embryo and perform cultivation in a controlled environment over a period of 38 to 40 weeks. The resultant organisms were referred to as candidate specimens and graded based on usability, from the impractical and faulty Series A through D to the perfected E series. So Evie's the 5th, and she's called E because she's called Evie because E series. Okay. A common appearance was selected for the bioweapons, that of a roughly 10-year-old girl, to ensure ease of blending in with urban or refugee populations. So they genetically engineered her to be a girl. The first E-series specimen, named Evelyn, has proven capable of secreting the mutamacete blank from her tissue at will. It is also of note that Evelyn's mutamacete imposes a profound control over body and mind when introduced into a host organism. We still have a lot to learn about the mechanism by which Evelyn achieves and maintains this control, but the working theory is that the vector is similar to the auto-inducer pheromones used for quorum sensing its pseudomonas bacteria. Evelyn's control is exerted in a series of discrete stages, the first of which is hallucination. Almost immediately after infection, the subject begins to see images of Evelyn, though she is not in fact there, and even hear her voice, which is inaudible to everyone else. That sounds like me as being infected again, because she started seeing hallucinations. Auditions with infected subjects throughout the stages of infection reveal that at first, the Phantom Evelyn appears to be a normal young girl, sometimes desiring companionship or assistance. As time progresses, she begins making more and more extreme demands, including self-mutilation and attacks on other people. The psychological shock this induces helps to break down the mind's natural barriers to Evelyn's brainwashing effects, and by the time mental control is achieved, the mutamacete infection has progressed through the body's cells, so the body blank. So, yeah, Evelyn's just like, Evelyn can just control people. Last one. 4 pages. Evelyn's functions also include the ability to form organisms from mycelia, the fungal filaments. The term organism is used loosely here. Strictly speaking, they are superorganisms formed of countless mycelia. What's important, though, is that they exhibit a strong survival instinct and will defend themselves ferociously with the slightest provocation. Their fungal toughness and remarkable strength give them significant battlefield potential. The researchers have been calling these superorganisms the moulded, made of mould and also moulded as in shaped. The name has a certain elegance to it. For the treatment of accidental infections, performing blank on samples of Evelyn's body tissue produces a unique fungicidal serum. Administering the serum to an infected subject will cause the mycelia to calcify, but if the subject's cells are already largely invaded, the serum will be fatal. Since the treatment window is so small, the serum's primary use is therefore disposal of infected subjects, rather than a cure. In exploring the serum's potential, we found that subjecting it to blank would enhance its effect to extreme potency, becoming a compound we now call E-necrotoxin, which blank even in tiny amounts. What's been interesting to observe in Evelyn's behaviour is her obsession with the concept of family. In experiments, we found on multiple occasions that infected subjects were compelled to act as her mother or father, treating her as if she were really their daughter. Why did she settle upon family as the theme for her mental control? This is just speculation, but it could be that she instinctively understands that a family unit is better suited to blending into social groups than a lone girl. On the other hand, well, a sentimental sort might suggest that she's making up for a perceived lack of love in her quarantined upbringing, a parent's love. Okay, and after all that reading, I'm going to see what this thing is, because it's probably going to be important. Oh, target acquired. Oh, time is going. Okay. Destroys cells of any subject based on the E-series bioweapon model. Used only for disposal of E-series assets. The toxin must first be stimulated before use. Do this by placing a sample of an E-series cells into the necrotoxin container. Ah, so this is making a thing that I can use to defeat Evelyn. Come on. There we go. So this is the thing that I'm going to use to kill Evelyn. The E-necrotoxin. Let's have a look-see. Special serum for disposing of E-series test subjects. It could destroy Evelyn if injected into her. Sounds like a good plan to me. But I am going to have to leave it here, because long videos are too long. So, next time, there's a door. I'll go through it. Sound like a plan?